everybody. I'm That's my brother. That is my brother. And he likes to mess with me.
Alright, love you guys.
Love you too. Okay. Hi everybody. My name is Morgan. Welcome back to my channel. This is a continuation of the topic. So, crochet, chat, and sew your stuff together along with me. So, that's gonna be great. And I got my two sewing needles. One is a purple plastic and one is a metal one. So, and I got white yarn for me to sew in the squares together. So, well, I'm gonna try to put a lot of squares together in this one video. And also I'm gonna crochet more squares in this video too, while I talk about pretty much anything, really. So, the other day, when the new season of Jenny and Georgia came out, I watched it, and it's like, I don't want to spoil anything. So I've seen the newer season of Jenny and Georgia, and it was really good. I loved it. And I watched the entire third season in 2-3 days. And don't ask me why it's taking me so long to get the yarn through the little sewing needle. And I want to tell y'all my take on it, but I don't want to end up spoiling anything. And for those who hadn't watched it yet, and I watched Jenny and Georgia and the newer season because I am really obsessed with it. Really obsessed with it. So, and when I heard the announcement for season 3 and 4 of Jenny and Georgia coming out, I don't understand why they don't release both seasons. I don't understand that. So yeah. reading a book too, and I finished it last night. And like I wouldn't say that I'm a bookworm, but like I do like to read. Because like I've read The Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. Um, that's a really good book, and like, cause I really highly enjoyed it, and like, and now I need like to go, and now I need to see if Barnes and Noble has the paperback version of it, because I have the hardcover and I got it for my birthday, and I just like I like to read paperback versions of books. So I'm gonna see if Barnes and Noble has the paperback version of Iron Flame, and then after I read that, I'm gonna see if Barnes and Noble has the paperback version of Onyx Storm. So, so
And it says on the message that it is never easy to give this type of a message to a patient. That's how it starts. It's never easy to give this type of
So
message to a patient.
the person you hear in the background, if you hear someone in the background, is my dad. So,
I'm being. You know what I'm saying?
and then
And no, it's one of my daughters is leaving. Oh, I'm sorry.
no, you're good.
Proceed.
Love you, Dad.
Have fun. Love you.
I love you.
Yeah. No, it's not okay.
So yeah, that's my dad. And then like so yeah, I gonna see if like don't mind me repeating myself because that's what I do and I don't know and why it's I always repeat myself because I just feel like the reason why I do repeat myself is because I just feel like people don't hear me the first couple times I say something, and I just feel like that's the reason why I repeat myself, and I just repeat myself. So, and so yeah, and so yeah, and I hey and I got my dog Cadus right here. So hey, come here. And so yeah, in this house, cause like the way my house is like there's like the main house and there's like a little cottage that owes off my house, and that's where my grandparents lives. Because like my grandfather, he's like 100% disabled, and it's easier for him to get around. That house, the cottage, and like because like it's easier for him to get around than this house because this house has stairs. Like if you include the finished basement, there's like if you include the finished basement, there's like 3 stories. If you include the basement, it's the finished basement. Um, and like, so yeah, in this house, there's 4 animals, 2 cats and 2 dogs. Cletus is right there. He is he's like one of the friendliest dogs. And he all he wants to do is play. That's all he wants to do. And then my dog, he's mixed with something along with being a pit bull because you can tell by the size of his head and his face and his head. And he's mixed with something else because he's really tall to be a full-blooded pit. Um, and then for my other dog, her name's Lucy, and she is a Jack Russell and Basset Hound mix. And she thinks that she's the queen bee, and she runs the house. So, and our 2 cats. One is a gray tabby. Her name's Cleo, and we got a calico cat. Her name is Patches. So yeah. And my cat Cleo, she likes to be like, not always. I don't know where she's at now, but like she's somewhere. I don't know. She's probably hiding under my bed because both my cats like to hide under beds. But when my cat Cleo is out, she likes to like go around, and she's vocal too, and especially when she's hungry. She's very vocal when she's hungry. And my cat Patches, she's vocal too, and when she talks, she is very loud. She is a one loud cat, and then so and like I made my grandfather a beanie. That's I used this dark green first, and then I did like several rows of this dark green, and then I did a lot of rows of this lighter green, and then I did like 1 or 2 rows, maybe even 3 rows of this dark green, and then a row of this white, and then like 2 or 3 rows of this dark green, and the rest I just did with this lighter green. And then like that is something I like to do, and I like to like make and get and make stuff for people. And so yeah, like I like to make stuff for people, especially the ones that are very close to me. So yeah. Um, and like, I'm sorry that it's taken me forever just to sew these squares together. So, and like, and like, when I started sewing stuff together, like for an example, my squares, I like the way I sew the squares together. It makes it look like I just like bunched the ends together, and And now I watch, and now I do like a different way of sewing. So yeah. And my dog Cletus, he's very curious of the tripod because as of right now, I'm having to use a ring light to as a tripod, and my dog Cletus is very curious about it. So. And he is very curious about it, and he's scared of it. I don't know why, but he's scared of it. So yeah. Cletus is a very good antique boy. He's like, oh, he's just one big baby. So. And then for the show Jenny and Georgia, I got my dad and my brother into watching it. So, and there are those times where I just tell my dad and my brother you know what, I'm not gonna say that because I don't want to spoil anything for those who hadn't watched it. So yeah, I started the entire series over for my brother and my dad to understand, like why this person is this way, why that person is this way, and so. And then I'm gonna see if my friend that I'm gonna see this weekend likes it because I was telling her about it, and then so I'm gonna see. We're gonna see if she likes it. So, and I hope that she likes it so I can talk about it with somebody. So. Because I don't want to come on here and spoil things for people. So. Because I don't like to spoil anything for people. Because I have a habit of accidentally. Well, it's not really a habit because I rarely do it, but I wouldn't say I rarely do it, but I sometimes do it. That I accidentally spoil things for people. So. And I try not to spoil anything. When it comes to shows, I don't mean to spoil anything. If I end up accidentally spoiling anything, so. And with the toe, I'm thinking about going four across, and maybe 5 or 6 up, including the corner. So. And like while I was making the my grandfather's beanie, I like at first I wore it at first, and then some things happened, and then I gave it to my grandfather, and then while I was making it, I immediately thought of like Steve, the back in the day version of Blue's Clues, where Steve, the one that wore the green shirt, and I immediately thought of Steve from Blue's Clues. Don't know why, I just did. Because like that's because Blues, the back in the day, Blue's Clues was like a big thing growing up. That was a big thing in my childhood, and then they just like, and then they just made it like a 3D version of it.
Enjoy. Have fun.
Okay. And then and then and so I'm doing like a checkered theme. Well, not really a checkered theme because like I'm using like 4 different colors. And with my next tote, I'm just gonna use 2 colors instead of like 4.
Sit down. Shut your mouth.
And like, so I can have like that checkered effect in my neck, and then on my neck, on my next tote, I'm going to like use 2 colors instead of 4, so I can have like, so the tote can have like that checkered effect. So so and so I'm sorry for the background noise. I'm sorry. got these colors down, and um, and now I got to like put like so yeah, I'm gonna crochet like a dark green, and I'm gonna make like a bunch of these green ones real quick. And then so yeah,
Everybody
I'm
has got
using the
seeds
colors
going
that
on.
I'm using
All these
right now
companies have
is
got
pine
people that act
green,
like they're them, and
sage
the
green,
is not a scam.
uh, dark
Well, hey, dude, you
grape,
know that was
like dark grape,
that was just another
and then black.
that was just
Yeah,
another
yeah, black.
hey dude that was doing that.
And then and then when I like
Remember that one?
finish the toe, I'm gonna fold it, sew it, and then like for the I might make like for the strap, I might do like a crossbody strap.
You know that was really
Cause like I like crossbody bags,
you're running a scam.
or like, cause like when I have like bags that isn't a crossbody bag, I have to do like this. I do like this anyway, but it really doesn't matter. But it's just like a preference. So, and like, so, and like, and now I got into the habit of doing everything in sixes. So, so,
All right, I love you. Bye. You gotta be talking or something.
I am talking. I've been talking.
I would not. Turn that off.
Why?
Okay, well, you know, we're talking.
No, that's not true.
But you're still recording.
Yeah. Mess with me. Never my fault. 6, and like, and now I'm working on doing like a darker coat. I mean, a dark green skirt to put right here, and like to put like right here, so I can like sew the squares on the second row. So, and like, and like, you know, before I'm gonna like rearrange the squares before I do the rest of it, and like, and so And then so yeah, like, and then and then Father's Day. It's this Sunday. And then
They got hit with it going and coming back.
and then
Look, watch this.
and
This
then
says never to their house. Watch.
yeah, so yeah, Father's Day is this Sunday, and I have something for my dad, and I
Everything around
can't
the house
say
is destroyed.
because I know he's going to be watching this video,
Look at
and
this.
he hears me right now. So
Look at that. Look at that.
and like and like
Yeah, the house did not get hit.
and like
Look at everything else.
so
It is mind blowing. It absolutely is mind blowing.
and I'm
You're saying that is
planning
mind
on
blowing.
changing the name, my username
That's
on
what it's
here
saying.
to like, cause right now I have like soothing things and then three, no spaces,
Oh, I'm sure
and
that
then
insurance came out and did their thing. I would assume.
and then I might change it to like positivity is everything. So yeah,
Oh,
I
I'm
like
sure
that
they
better. So so
Today is
yeah,
Joshua 1 through 5.
so yeah,
You ain't even started none of them yet. I want to hear it. I
and
want to
then
hear it. You hurt my feelings. You have hurt my feelings. You
and
hurt my feelings. Now, Dad
then
cannot get a long sleeve shirt. Okay, he can't.
like just give me a minute.
Look at what I did. Look
Just
at what
give me
I
a minute.
did.
I just lost my train of thought. So
Oh, you missed it. Never mind. All right.
um and like so yeah, later I'm gonna see
He wanted to be,
if,
and
because we're
I
in
love
the
the polo
process
shirt too. Don't forget.
of getting through The Walking Dead,
But I just want you to know.
and me and my dad, we're on the last season of The Walking Dead, and we're trying to get through that so we can watch like the spin-offs and like
Just talk to me without the details. Do you know what I'm saying?
and like and like because they make
But yeah,
like
I mean,
three, four spin-offs
I've
to
even
The
had to
Walking
talk
Dead.
to my doctors, and they're
And
trying
then
me on
so yeah,
medications,
and
and
we're
they
trying to
say
get
that what I'm
through
dealing with is
the
normal.
last season. So
But I'm still kind of freaked out over last year and the year before.
and
That year and a half that I've spent like that, it
and
does
so
do something to me.
and and
I did not know
like
it would cost.
I could
You didn't know
crochet
that
for
alligators like that
hours.
used to have something certain grow when I was growing up.
Yeah, my dog is
An
looking through
alligator.
the
You
window.
know what I'm talking about?
He's looking at me through the
Yeah,
window,
that's
all
it.
his
Logo.
head all sideways, like he always does. I don't know why. Um.
Look, that logo.
So yeah, as I was saying,
These are $100 shirts.
I could crochet for hours. I
$100 shirts.
crocheted I can crochet blankets, and I crocheted a blanket for my grandmother, my grandfather, and this nurse. And I'm not saying any names for privacy reasons. Um, for each blanket, I've crocheted each blanket in 4 days.
I've got I got some things
So,
going on my neck and my throat that are scaring me. And
so,
I ain't been checked out yet. And in this bare
and,
esophagus,
and like,
I'm nervous, man.
I tried to make my dog Lucy a hat, and she did not like it. So,
I'm not smoking today.
and then,
Yeah, do that. Tell me what is that what's an NG?
and then, so yeah, and then I'm just trying to get this tote ready for this weekend. So, cause I am so excited to be able to use this, and like like I wouldn't say it's ridiculous because I'm starting to get really impatient with it because I'm like I wouldn't say because like depending on what I'm working on, I get really impatient with it, and I just give up, and I don't know why I'm like that. And like, and like, and like, and then I don't know why I don't know I don't understand why I get so impatient after depending on what I'm doing. I really don't. But but at the same time, I have the patience to stand at the microwave. Doesn't matter what's in the microwave or who it's for. I would stand there for like a minute or 30 seconds, and then and we, we're tea drinkers here, and we make tea here, and the tea just makes just and we put the tea in the microwave for like 6 minutes. And we put the tea in for 6 minutes. We get like a little leftover container, and we put a tea bag. We use the gallon size tea bags, and we put a gallon size tea bag in the leftover container, and we fill the tea bag, we fill the container with water like halfway, and then we just stick it in the microwave for like 6 minutes. So, well, we did have like big measuring cup, and we just put the tea bags in that, and then water. But a certain someone in the house burned it. It wasn't me, but someone in the house, not saying who it is, but they burned it. Don't ask me how, but they burned it and almost caught the house on fire. And so yeah. So yeah. And then so yeah. And this bottle right here is strictly for water. So 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 yeah. And like so I don't know how many squares I need as of right now. So I just know that I'm currently working on a dark green square, and I'm gonna stick it right here. So
Yeah, I gotta figure out some stuff too. I'll figure it out.
um
Well, then put it in the basket and call me.
coming in today. It's called the Coven, and my grandmother, she pre-ordered it for me months ago. She pre-ordered it months ago, and it's coming today. So, so, so yeah.
Cameron's 38s to see if he can to see if those fit. I think there's some 40s upstairs. We can figure that part out. Let Cameron get back home and I'll tell him to go grab a pair of 38s and a pair of 40s. I believe he might even have 42s up there.
So,
Okay.
Just tell him we're gonna need him to cooperate with us. Tell him, look, dude, I'd love for us to get church clothes.
Yeah, I desperately need them.
Yeah.
so yeah. And I'm just gonna keep working on these squares until I have enough to make like a tote bag for clothes and stuff. So,
Come on, please.
so yeah.
Deuces.
Love you.
Love you.
So, well,
Do some interesting stuff, Mama.
I have, Father.
Alright, let me whip you.
You wouldn't do that. Not today. Not today. So yeah. And then so and I'm so excited that my book is coming today. And I'm so excited to read it. And I was gonna read Iron Flame, but I think I'm gonna have to read that instead. The book that's coming in today instead. So
That would be good. Oh, let me do something. I've looked into the mints. I'm not editing. I've looked into the mints.
so yeah.
Okay, just go up there. We'll, she's recorded, so I'll be at y'all's house.
So so yeah, so today is a really good day. I can feel it. I can feel it. So yeah, here's row 2. Here's row 2. And then and like the bag that I'm using for to like carry the stuff in, to carry my yarn and the squares in, like, and it's of course it's either knitted or crocheted, and it has strawberries on it, and it's purple, and you got it off of Amazon. So and so
And
See you, precious girl.
look, you know, they're talking about this is the first
and also
250th
I made this
anniversary coin.
originally for like a phone carrier, but I don't have like like my phone broke.
But
My
this is the
phone
first
broke.
one, 250 years for the
Um,
Army. But we also need to get
um,
the Marines and the Navy this fall.
and
I want to have all three.
I'm currently having to use my grandmother's
I want
phone,
to have all three on the set.
and because my phone broke, and I don't know when I'm gonna get another one. So.
Yeah, I want the set.
So yeah, this is a phone carrier, and now I'm using this for my Switch.
I
So.
got online. I was trying to figure out what it would take. Just looking. One of their to be a part of their bulk. Part of their bulk
So.
membership.
Later, I'm gonna have to like
You got to at least make two.
Later, I'm gonna have to wind that up into like a cake
One of which has to be
because it's starting to come loose.
The other can be anytime.
So.
But they got to have at least 2 orders of $10,000 or more to be in their bulk program.
I realized that when you're making a traditional granny square, that the even numbers, you're looking at the back when you're doing even numbers and the odd numbers that you're looking at the front. I realized that the other day. So.
Something purchasing bulk program. That is for the upper echelon. You know how much you got to spend? You know how much you got to spend to be eligible for that.
And I'm thinking about for my next project, I'm thinking about doing like a little keychain so I can put it like right here through the loop, through the little hoop right here on my water bottle. And
you get 5% off.
So
there are 11 authorized
and
okay, in the world.
So yeah.
They have the same 11. They've been there for over a decade.
So, and I'm sorry about my dogs. They are so loud. Yeah.
And but what you do with those when you were in either one of those, right?
So
you put in your order.
Well, I
Out
hope
of what you're allotted.
that y'all have a good day.
What you want out of it, and